When I started trading, everyone told me that trading is about making 2 to 3% a month. But me with $500, 3% or 5% is not even enough for a lunch. So how did I turn my $500 into $30,000 within 4 months? What nobody told me at the beginning is that there are trading companies called prop firm that can give you large amount of capital to trade, and you get paid based on your performance. So when I knew that there is such an opportunity for me to get bigger capital to trade and be able to make a living from maybe making 2 to 3% a month, that's all I needed. So in today's video, I'm going to tell you guys my full story, how I bought just a simple 100k two-step account from FundingPips, and I was able to make over $30,000 in payout from that one account, which it only cost me $500. You guessed it. So let's dive into it. Before we get into how I made $30,000, you have to understand what prop firms actually are. So prop firms such as FundingPips are trading companies that allows you to turn your small fee of, let's say, $50 into a larger capital like $10,000, and you can get paid when you make money on that account. But before you get into a stage where you have to get paid from trading the account given you by a trading company, there are what you call by evaluation process. So this is how it works. The evaluation process allows the prop firm to check whether you are a good trader or not, because the company will not just give you a large amount of capital to trade if you are not even a good trader. So that's why when you buy an evaluation account, you first have to pass phase 1 making, let's say, 8%, and you have to pass phase 2 making 5% by following all the rules set by that particular trading company. And then you now get the live funded account that allows you to trade and make steady income. Because if you buy a $10,000 funded account, which may cost you about $50, with a $10,000 you can start making about 2 to 3% a month, which is about $200 to $300 a month, which for a beginning as a beginner trader, more than enough. But if you have your $50 account, 2 to 3% is really nothing. It's not even up to $2. So that's why trading with trading company allows you to have bigger capital to be making more money. I started trading with FundingPips in 2023, but let's fast forward to right now, the account I'm trading that allowed me to make that amount of money. So basically, I purchased a two-step 100k evaluation account with FundingPips back in March 2025, right? And that account, I had to make 8% to pass phase 1, and I have to make 5% to pass phase 2, which I did as well. And I think I did make video when I was passing those challenge, so make sure you go and check it out. So by 1st April, I was able to get my live account. So it took me a whole 1 month just to pass all the challenge. And that account I bought cost me roughly $500. So it was a $500 investment on that funded account. But nothing is risk-free. Because that account, I was limited to about 10% overall drawdown and 5% daily drawdown. Meaning if I were to lose 10% overall on that account, I would have lost that trading account, right? So meaning I would have lost my $500 initial investment. So good thing I was able to pass phase 1, phase 2, and I got funded. So when I got my funded account, I had to choose the payout cycle. With FundingPips, they have weekly payout, meaning you get paid every week, and they have the weekly payout that you get paid every 2 weeks, and they also have monthly payout. But I went for the monthly payout because it allows me to get 100% profit share. So any amount I make on that 100k I bought, everything goes to me. FundingPips doesn't take any money from me. 100% profit split. And then I was risking about $1,000 per trade, which was 1%. But here's the thing, if I had my own $500 account without trading with a company, 1% on a $500 is not up to $10. But me now having a 100k funded account, I can now start risking $1,000 per trade. So risking $1,000, all I need to make, let's say $4,000, is to have a 4R risk reward trade. And that's exactly what I did. I traded, I took a trade, I've made about $4,600 profit, and then I waited for my payout, and I got paid in May. That was my first payout, $4,600. At that time already, that $4,600 already is like I have flipped my own $500 to $4,600. But the good thing is, the funded account is still with me. I can still trade, I can still make more money. The company doesn't take away the funded account from you as far as you are still making money and you did not lose the 10% they gave it to you at the beginning, right? And you may be thinking, if I made $4,600, maybe I traded every single day to make that amount of money. No, I was literally trading about 3 to 5 days in a month. For the whole month, just 5 days maximum. That's how much I was trading that account. And then $4,000 is just 4%. That's exactly what I was told. Making 3 to 5% a month for a living. So when I made 4% on my funded account, I saw that, okay, I'm getting there, you know. After that first payout, I know that this thing is possible. As far as you are already a funded trader, that dream of making 3 to 5% a month for a living is actually possible, because 5% is about $5,000. So I now traded the account again and I went for my second payout, which was a $7,900 payout. And that was a huge payout. I mean, that was a lot of money. So first payout was a 4,600, second one was a 7,900. Overall, already I got paid well over $12,000 in 2 months of trading. And I went for my third payout, and that was again another $7,000 payout. So 7K payout, 7.9K payout, 4.6K payout, 3 payout in a row. And I wasn't trading that much. And then just this week, I got my last and my fourth payout, which is actually a $10,000 payout, and that brings my overall reward on that account up to roughly $30,000 in payout. So that's how I flip what, $500 into $30,000 just in 4 months. You can argue that it's 5 months because the first month I had to pass the challenge before I get the live account. But the thing is, guess what? I got refunded my challenge fee. The money I spent to buy the account on my fourth payout, FundingPips was like, okay, you've been profitable, you know how to trade, here, take it. Take your $500 you used to buy the account. That is the most insane ROI that you can have. You buy an account, you trade, you make money, you get refunded your challenge fee. And guess what? The account is still with me here. And you know the weirdest part? Today, I have traded the account and I made another $5,000. I'm gonna be breaking down that trade in this video for you guys to see. So if I do get paid, again, it's gonna take 1 month. After 1 month, I'm gonna get paid $5,000 more, which is gonna be about $35,000 I've made so far from only investing $500. And the reason why I have built my trading career based on trading with prop firm is because prop firm are those trading companies that allows you to make your dream as a trader to come true, especially when you don't have a lot of money. I've been trading for the past 3.5 years now, and I have made well over $200,000 in prop firm payout, right? And just because I have put full focus on them, I wouldn't be able to make this amount of money if I was trading my $100 account, $500 account without having to over risk. But beside that, the money you get from prop firm, you can use it to invest. You can't just like use the money all the time. For example, a month ago, I did buy a property in Cantonment, Accra, and that was purely with prop firm payouts. So if you make money, try to invest it in real life. You can buy real estate, you can launch a business, you can do anything with. Just take your small $500 fee, $100 fee, get a prop firm account, you trade, you follow your risk, you follow everything, and at the point you are profitable, you can now use that money to invest. And I think that would be pretty much it. So let's get into my chart. I'm gonna show you guys exactly how I took this trade that allowed me to make $5,000, and I'm gonna get paid in September. So right now, what do? I can just chill, sleep, and wait for my payout, right? This is my FundingPips account that I have made over $30,000 in payout. And that account cost me $500, as I told you guys already. But I really want to be clear with you guys here. I don't want to be faking anything. So this account, when I click on share here, you can see I can generate a link. I'm gonna be generating the link right now, and I'm going to click on sharing. When I click on sharing, you see this link. When you open this link on your browser, you are going to see my account information. You are going to see like my performance. That is, I think, enough as transparency, right? So I'm gonna put the link of this thing below this video so you guys can go and check it out by yourself. And by the way, my account got scale up, right? You can see that It's now 120k, it's not 100k anymore. So probably I'm gonna make another video for you guys to explain exactly what scaling up actually means, right? Some of you guys may not know. So let's come into it and let's try to break down. So you can see currently that I have made a profit of $5,400, and I'm gonna get paid on September 12th. And you can see that I started trading this account on April 1st. Okay, and let's scroll down here to see like how often do I trade this account. For the month of August so far, today is 14 August. This is the only trade I've taken. I only traded today, literally today, and then I've made $5,000, and I'm done trading. I'm gonna wait until what, 12? I'm gonna wait until 12th September to request for my money. I'm never gonna touch this account ever again. That goal of making 2 to 3% a month and be done and just wait for your money is only possible when you trade with prop firms. This is the statistic based on week. First week, I didn't trade. First week of May, I didn't trade. Second week, here, I made $6,000, trading only 2 days. So out of 5 days, I can trade. I only traded 2 days, and I made $6,000. And then this one, I didn't trade. The whole week here, you can see I didn't trade. The whole week here, I didn't trade. And then the last week, I made $1,300. Just like that, I got paid $7,000. How did I do that? Just because I'm trading prop firms. And this only cost me $500. By the way, as I'm saying, if you guys want to trade with FundingPips, make sure you use my coupon code ASTUCEFX. It will give you a 5% discount on your first purchase, right? So now let's go to next month, June. I traded 5 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I made how much? I made over $7,000. And then let's go July. I traded how long? 5 days. How much did I make? Over $10,000. 5 days. Now let's go to what? August. Today I traded. I made $5,000. Do you think I'm gonna trade again? I'm done. I'm waiting for what? 12th August. I'm gonna get paid. I'm not get paid, right? So now let's get into my chart. I'm going to explain exactly that trade I've taken that made me that amount of money. So back here, this is the trade I've taken. I'm not gonna go too much into details because the video is already getting too long. But I was bearish, right? Why? Because you can clearly see that market structure went from being bullish here to giving you a change of character, and then now it's going bearish. So I was selling because yeah, price is now has turned bearish. So when I saw price turn bearish, this was my take profit. I was looking at previous low. So in this case, I had most of these sales on my others trading account, but here this is the position I've taken. Why? Because I trade liquidity. I have this sort of trend line liquidity here, or I can have this sort of equal highs here. What did price do? Price came, it took the equal highs, and then it gave a sell to the downside. So when it gave that sell, what did price do? It dropped and it took the low. And that was it. 5R, $1,000 stop loss, $5,000 TP. Easy as that. And $1,000 stop loss, that is 1% risk. I hope you guys understand that. So yeah, that's the beauty about trading with prop firms. $500 on a challenge, and then making over $30,000 in payout. Anyway, I think that would be pretty much it for this video. If you guys like this sort of content, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And by the way, if you want to learn my strategy, if you want to learn everything I do to achieve all of this, make sure you check the link below this video to join my mentorship. And one last thing, I'm gonna give away free account for you guys to trade. So if you want to be part of the giveaway, make sure you join my Telegram community right now, link below this video.